And Bold Amy with the rider Glen Boss in the club's colours first to leave. Master Raider jumped well, and then certainly followed by Wivery, and wider out is Ken Quest. Then Classy Fella and Ingenuity, a length the Magic. Second last Ask the Waiter, pretty wide from that deep alley. And last of all is Victoria Park. Not a lot of speed on as they complete 350 metres and swing the first corner, and Bold Amy lopes along about a length on Master Raider without cover. Certainly third on the inside, and then Ken Quest, a little over a length further back Wivery. Classy Fella on the inside of the old fella Wivery, and 2 lengths Ingenuity, and then Magic Victoria Park, and 3 lengths to Ask the Waiter last. Down the back they travel, and Bold Amy makes play, and going to the 1200 she's about a length on Ken Quest wide and working to second. Master Raider third, pulling his head off, and certainly fourth. A length further back fifth is Wivery, followed by Classy Fella on the inside of Ingenuity. 1.5 to Magic, about a half to Victoria Park on the fence, and the further 2 lengths to Ask the Waiter. Onto the 1,000 metres bend they go, and Ken Quest goes up on the outside and takes the lead narrowly from Bold Amy. Master Raider still yanking for rain third from Wivery's outside, and on the inside certainly. A length to Ingenuity taking closer order from Magic and Classy Fella. Ask the Waiter has passed one, and that is Victoria Park as the field bunches considerably. And in the run down to the 600 marker, and in bold tactics, Ingenuity raced around the outside to hit the front from Bold Amy. Ken Quest back to third, Wivery fourth, then Master Raider, Magic certainly. A length the Classy Fella. Ask the Waiter's gone to the extreme outside, and last Victoria Park straightening. Ingenuity leads narrowly from Bold Amy. Ken Quest third, then Wivery. Master Raider's next. He's become cluttered away. Wivery's rider trying to hold him in the pocket and doing so, and here's Ask the Waiter. He's starting to zoom down the outside. Ingenuity, Wivery, but here comes Ask the Waiter. Master Raider won't get out. Wivery and Ask the Waiter. Wivery, Ask the Waiter. Ask the Waiter got up to beat Wivery. Magic in a photo with Ingenuity for third, and then Master Raider followed by Classy Fella, Bold Amy, and then Ken Quest certainly, and Victoria Park was last. Ask the Waiter, written by Johnny Marshall's got the money.
2 Ask the Waiter, 460, 180, 6 Wivery, 330. Those for third, 10 Magic at 410, or 7 Ingenuity at 440.
And Ask the Waiter, trained by Ronnie Quinton. Now let's work out minor placings. Number 6 will be second. What a grand old man he is. Wivery. Brian York has returned $3.30. It's pretty close for third. Magic is wide out, and we can't let him get under our guard here. He's a $3.90 pop. And number 7, Ingenuity, is the other one in the photo for third at $4.40. We had some very tight finishes here this afternoon, particularly for minors. So the winner will be clear-cut Ask the Waiter. Ditto for second, Wivery. And for third, it rests between 10 and 7, 7 or 10. The winner by shining finish from Luncheon Style, trained by Ronnie Quinton for B.J. Bird, E.J. Corey and D.C. Sweeney, a Bay Gelding 6. Master Raider, by gee, I tell you what, he pulled and pulled and pulled. It was a muddling run race, and then he became cluttered away on the straight, and Wivery's rider Brian York succeeded in keeping Larry Cassidy in a zip fastener on Master Raider, and down the running he had no room to have a crack at them at all, Master Raider. 2, 6 and 10 are the official placings.
Fractures, signal given, they're off and running now. Litmus bounced away quickly down on the inside. Out fast Tallura Touch, and further out Game Lad from Mushtak in the early point. When they settle now and going to the front, Game Lad. Game Lad led out now from Tallura Touch, and then Malice up forward now. Further out Toil. Mushtak the middle, followed by Litmus the fence from Kaylee Moonlight. A length and a half further back Chadston. Reasons on the inside, Bright Spot, and Old Royal Snack last of all. 1,000 to go, and Game Lad got the lead comfortably. About 2.5 in front now from Malice. 2 to Tallura Touch and a half to Mushtak fourth. Toil is fifth but Little Deep there, followed by Litmus 6 back on the inside of Kaylee Moonlight, and Reasons going up but out wide. A length then Chadston, Bright Spot the fence, and 2 last of all Royal Snack. At the 750 metre mark now, and the leader Game Lad, 2.5 in front of Malice, 1 then to Mushtak. Toil outside him on the fence, Tallura Touch is fifth, and then Litmus running 6. Reasons the outside, Bright Spot on the fence from further back Kaylee Moonlight. A length and a half Royal Snack, and last of all Chadston. Game Lad the leader from Malice when they turn from Toil. They're followed by Litmus, and on the outside of it Tallura Touch, but Game Lad straightens up with a good break. 2.5 in front now from Malice, and Old Toil, and down the outside then came Reasons in the straight, and further back Litmus to the inside. Still Game Lad in front, Malice trying to get to it from Tallura Touch, and Litmus back to the inside. Game Lad in front, Litmus and Tallura Touch after it from Malice. Game Lad still in front, trying hard. Litmus the inside, Game Lad just in front. Game Lad, I'd say, a nose to Litmus. Close up Tallura Touch the middle. Then further back in the race came Malice, and on the outside Reasons a Gap, Royal Snack, who beat a few. Then Toil from further back, Kaylee Moonlight, followed by Bright Spot. Mushtack dropped out, and near the tail is Chadston.
Winner 4 Game Lad, 11.20 and 3.10. 6 Litmus, 1.70. 12 Tallulah Touch at $2.20.
4 Game Lad, 10.93 even. Daily Double on 10 and 4, $53.20. 6 for second. Litmus to pay 1.60 and 12 Tallulah Touch, $2.20.
Third, 12 Tallulah Touch. 4, 6 and 12. 4, 6 and 12.
Yep, they're off. Holy Roller dwelt, missed it by a length, and well known first away from Armadale, Sittinghausen third, and then Catalan opening, King Ivor, Regal centre. A length to Garin and a couple to Blazing Steel, followed by the North, Headstrong, Little Lucifer, and last of all is Holy Roller. They come down the side, and well known as going like the wind. He spreads them out. He's a length and a half. Armadale 2, Sittinghausen inside, Catalan opening, Regal centre wider out. About 2.5 to 3 lengths, King Ivor. Another length and a half to Garin, a length the North. Similar gap, Blazing Steel. After one then coming Headstrong, 2 Little Lucifer, and a similar margin to Holy Roller. Well known, the grey from Newcastle swings into the straight and is hanging badly. A mile of room for Sittinghausen. Armadale second, Catalan opening third. Sittinghausen fourth on the inside under the whip, and 2.5 lengths further back is the North and King Ivor. Armadale headed, well known. Catalan opening on the outside, and then comes Sittinghausen. It's Armadale fighting on doggedly. Got away again, Armadale. He's a length and a half clear. They won't catch him, and Armadale wins from Sittinghausen and Catalan opening, then well-known Blazing Steel. King Ivor followed by Holy Roller, the North, Little Lucifer. Further back, Headstrong, Garin, and last of all was Regal Centre.
9 Armadale, Super Tab 8.30 and 2.50. 12 Sittinghausen, 2.50. 1 Catalan opening, 2.80.
8.40 and 2.90. Number 12, Sittinghausen will pay $2, and number 1, Catalan opening, $3. He must have been just short of a run, Catalan opening. He just started to fade in the last 50 metres after looking at one point near the 200 that he might be able to peg back Armadale. Well, I suppose.
Now, and Sadiso Dancer on the outside bounced away quickly. Showing speed after the jump away here. Cuter Knights are starting to push through with Kings Bromley, and further out Major Tom when they settle down. Major Tom from the outside goes up to Cuter Knights from Sadiso Dancer, Kings Bromley, News Force. Over on the inside, Balzic from Centaurs are just off midfield. Further back then Go Goldsmith, followed further back by Zar Hero. In behind those then Del Rancho, and last of all Dancing Bow. They're not going hard at the 650 now, and the leader is Major Tom, a neck in front now. On the outside, Sadiso Dancer, a half. Cuter Knights pushing up Belzig up on the inside now, starting to go forward with it is Centaurs, and nearly 4 or 5 across the track now from News Force. Over on the inside, Del Rancho from Kings Bromley, and further back Go Goldsmith. Then Zar Hero, and last of all Dancing Bow around the turn. Centaurs with that run got up to Belzig from Cuter Knights when they turn. Then Del Rancho back to the fence, and further back then Major Tom. Centaurs are in front of Belzig down to the 200. Zar Hero coming from behind Centaurs. Centaurs are the leader. Over on the inside is Del Rancho starting to come at Centaurs now from out what is Zar Hero. Del Rancho going home better. Del Rancho a half length to Centaurs are every chance ahead third. On the outside would have been Zar Hero. A gap in the race further back then came Belzig. News Force, Go Goldsmith, Cuter Knights. Dancing Bow well back then Major Tom. With it the outside Saniso Dancer with Kings Bromley.
And the winner there, number 8, Del Rancho, $16.40 and $3.70. 10 second. Centaurs 150, third 14 Zar Hero, $2.50.
Super Tab 8 Del Rancho to pay $20.90 and $4.40. Number 10 Centaurs to pay $1.40 and $14 for third Zar Hero, $2.20. The National Racing Service.
Ready to run in the last of the day. The Fairfield RSL Superfecta off, and another good start. Buzz Off went straight back to the tail of the field, and West Point bobbed out in front of Dorsal, who's away quickly from a wide barrier. Going up fast is the Ram soon after the start, followed by Stork, and just behind those Wholehearted. At the head of the other Stately King and In Square, followed by Torbellino, and Buzz Off is last. 1,200 metres out, Dorsal crossed and went to the lead over the Rand. West Point is third now in the box seat, followed by Hull Hearted. A length away Stalk, in square 3 deep, and Stately King between runners, followed by Torbellino, who's pulling, and Buzz Off on his outside as they come around the first corner. Dorsal led, steadied up now by a bit more than a length to the Rand, and 3/4 away West Point, given the run of the race. A length to Hull Hearted, followed closely by In Square, and then Stalk and Stately King from Torbellino, with Buzz Off last, about 9 lengths from the lead. Coming down the side, 700 out, Dorsal is the leader. The Rand is second, West Point is third, followed by Hull Hearted, and then In Square. Stalk with nowhere to go as they near the turn, from Stately King, followed by Buzz Off, and Torbellino last as they turn the corner. Into the straight, Dorsal a clear-cut leader over the Rand. West Point in third place. He's had a soft run in the race, followed by Hull Hearted, and then Stalk and In Square, but Dorsal booted away. He's in full flight at the 200 mark. He led by about 3 to the Rand, and then West Point, followed by Stalk and Buzz Off from a long way back. Dorsal clear 100 out. The Rand in second place is making a race of it. The Rand is lunging at Dorsal. Dorsal hanging on. He'll win. Dorsal by 3/4 of a length on the line to the Rand. Torbellino or Buzz Off third, I'd say. West Point has missed the place, followed by Stalk, and then Stately King from Hull Hearted, and last of all In Square. The winner is Dorsal, leading throughout, steadied up in the middle stages and got a nice rest, and was able to hold the Rand at bay. Johnny Powell rode the winner, number 12 Dorsal, trained by Barbara Joseph at Canberra, and Dorsal is going to pay $63.90 for the win and $8.60 for the place. The second long shot to win today. Not as long as the first one though, Galima Boy, which paid $180 odd. But Dorsal $63.90 and $8.60. Number 3 second, the Rand, $2.20. And I thought the issue for third would rest between Buzz Off and Torbellino. West Point, no risk, has missed the place. He had a cushiest run you've ever seen. He's not going well at all, is he? West Point, $575,000 he cost as a yearling. I'd want him to be going a little bit better than that. Well, there's Barb. I used to call her the Baroness of Bombala. I've got to change that to the Countess of Canberra. She's one of my very favourite ladies in racing, a delightful person. And what a good horse trainer she is. I'll never forget the day she won the Doncaster with Marimbula Bay, one of the nicest pieces of television we've ever seen. It was a tight photo finish, as you recall, and she was standing by to be interviewed by Graham McNeice on Sky Race Day, and she was standing on camera with Graham when the number went into the frame, and well, you can imagine the reaction. It was great stuff. Now, number 11 gets third, Torbellino, so it's 12, 3 and 11. Dorsal first, second the Rand, third Torbellino, fourth is Buzz Off, fifth is West Point, and we're standing by for sixth. It's number 2, Stalk. Well, here's the winner coming back. Dorsal is a big, strong bay gelding, a 6-year-old by Zetative out of L'Aquila. Is raced by Peter Joseph, B.M. Gray, D. Dale, R. Hitchcock, and M. Marmont. Is trained by the Countess of Canberra, Barbara Joseph, and ridden by Johnny Powell. Here's the winner coming back in. Righto, Matt, in going back to you, the Lone Star Award goes to Johnny Marshall. Who else could you give it to today? I always worry when I give this award to jockeys because they don't really need big meals. And that's what you get at the Lone Star Steakhouse, a mesquite-flavoured steak you couldn't jump over. Anyway, John and his lovely wife are off to a Lone Star Steakhouse in the near future. John, of course, has won the big 3 races at Rosehill Gardens today, and he deserves that award very richly. All right, Matt, I think you're about the only bloke I haven't given it to yet.
Yes, I think there's 1 or 2 others around here too that are waiting for their turn, Tappy. Thanks for being with us today from Rosehill. He certainly did deserve it. Johnny Marshall. 6.59 of the placings at Toowoomba there. They jumped dead set at the same time as Rosehill at Toowoomba, so obviously we had to give our priority to Rosehill. 6.5 and we had to give our priority to Rosehill. 6, 5 and 9 were the placings. Now, they're moving in at Belmont. This is the main race, the Belmont Park Cup, and the favourite is All Washed Up. Here's Craig.
Ready to go, racing now in the Diet Coke Belmont Park Cup. Coming away quickly, Scarlet Storm Boy. Clan West also with pretty good pace, and Zamaloid is coming across. Out very wide, Mr. Zemendar's also looking to get into a forward position, followed by All Washed Up. Next of all is Crying Game. Coachwood caught out a little wide from Fianna in the middle, over near the inside, Proc and Tur. The former English stayer, Quick Ransom, up on the outside, and Fine Whiskey went back to the tail. Very compact out of the straight. They haven't really sorted out an order yet. It's Clan West taken on by Coachwood at the crossing. crossing. Coachwood, Clan West go together. Mr. Zemindar, Zamaloid fourth the inside, then All Washed Up. Quick Ransom caught out a little wide, but pressing forward, followed by Crying Game. Next is Scala Stormboy drifting back on the inside from Fianna, then Procontur and Fine Whiskey. Down alongside the Swan River now at the 1300, and Clan West steadied in front, led by a half length, now a neck, and now taken on by Coachwood again. Zamaloid is third on the inside of Mr. Zemindar, then All Washed Up with a nice runner, hit a Quick Ransom. Next is Crying Game over on the outside of Scala Stormboy, and Crying Game takes off. Crying Game's off around them, followed by Fianna, then Procontur and Fine Whiskey. At the 1,000 metres, and Crying Game around the outside took up the running. The former Perth Cup winner, Crying Game away by 3 on Clan West, and Coachwood the outside. Next is Zamaloid and Mr. Zemindar. Then came All Washed Up as they ran their way down the side. Fianna was next, followed in turn by Fine Whiskey. Well back is Scarlet Stormboy with Procontur, and last of all is Quick Ransom. Down to the top of the straight, 600 metres to go, and Crying Game is the front runner. Out by 2, Mr. Zemindar out wide on the track is racing after them, followed by Clan West. Coachwood's under pressure on the bend, All Washed Up coming to the outside with Zamaloid, followed by Fianna. Procontur a long way back. Then came into the straight, they run Scarlet Stormboy, but Crying Game away by 3. All Washed Up is the danger down the outside. It begins to run on very hard. All Washed Up after Crying Game, a race in 2. Crying Game clinging on, but All Washed Up getting there. Crying Game's giving a bit. All Washed Up can't pick it up, and Crying Game to the roar from the crowd gets in. Crying Game wins the Belmont Cup by a length on All Washed Up. A gap away to Stormboy. Close up Zamaloid and Coachwood. They were followed by Mr. Zemindar, Fine Whiskey, Procontur, Fianna. Well back Quick Ransom along with Clan West.
What a great old campaigner. Crying Game under 59.5 kilos today with Paul King, the jockey. He's won at $3.20 and $1.60 for the place. Just when we thought All Washed Up was going to go straight past him, he shook him off. All Washed Up will pay $1.50, and for third, Scarlet Stormboy, number 11, was there at very big odds, $14.80 for a place. There was a few others, but Crying Game gets the money in the Belmont Park Cup and adds yet another feature race to his very prestigious list of big race victories. Now, Newcastle, Zavante, 3-7.